going to be getting an introduction to the geography of Africa. That means we're going to be taking on an entire continent, so there's a lot that we need to discuss. But the very first question that we need to ask is, where in the world is Africa? Well, Africa is the continent that's located south of Europe and southwest of Asia. That location made it an ideal trading partner for many of its neighbors. But this isn't just about location. The other thing that you need to know about Africa is huge. Now, that's a pretty bold statement. So what do we mean when we say Africa is huge? Well, for starters, Africa is the second largest continent in the world. It runs 5,000 miles from the Mediterranean Sea all the way down to the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa, and 4,600 miles from Cape Verde all the way over to Somalia. That gives Africa a grand total of 30 million square kilometers, which is 3 times the size of the United States, or is larger than all 18 of these major countries put together. That's pretty huge. The other way to measure the size of Africa is to talk about the fact that there are over 1 billion people who are living in Africa. Now, that puts Africa second to Asia in both of those categories. But there are some places where Africa comes out on top. So, for example, Africa has the most countries of any continent in the world. There are 54 different nations in Africa. Africa also boasts the largest desert in the world. We're talking about the Sahara Desert. But Africa has many other deserts like the one that's shown in this satellite image here. Africa also has the largest river in the world, the Nile River. So there's lots of different ways to measure it. But no matter how you look at it, Africa is huge. But I also want you to understand that Africa is as diverse as it is huge.